So in today's video, the world record holder of the GX story mode, a shiny black phoenix, who you may remember from last week's video, reached out to me during my first week of learning runs for a coaching session, and I took him up on his offer. But something we were both not expecting was for me to get on world record pace during the session, and things got pretty intense. You'll just have to watch to see what happens, but regardless, I hope you all enjoy. Hear that? Rush Duel's getting localized. Wait, so we're getting 2 Yu-Gi-Oh games? No shot. Dude, EZScape Industries is gonna be booming. Invest now. Stonks. I don't even care to run that.
Also, I think I found out why they put 1 day of peace into this deck. And the reason is completely dumb. No, the reason why it's probably in here is so you don't take burn damage from Power Bond. Because, you know, in the anime, Power Bond worked when you defuse the monster, you no longer took the burn damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's really sick.
Yeah, sadly that doesn't work in the real game.
I don't know about any RNG manipulation. I doubt it.
Honestly, RNG manipulation would make this run super boring.
I agree. There's a reason why people run like 15 card mod instead of doing RNG manipulation categories and forbidden memories.
Like full RNG manipulated runs are just boring to me. Oh, that is really good.
I know. Fire hand.
Get the blade edge back.
Yep.
Like the worst thing that can happen is negate attack.
It's really good against Mystic Tomato though.
Yeah, because he won't use the effect, and if he does, you just get more damage. And his deck has like no synergy whatsoever. Could have summoned both.
I was trying to use Hero Signal to get Clayman. Assuming they don't both die.
That's fair. That's fair.
So this duel versus Kagemaru ends up being pretty interesting. He starts out by summoning 2 Shadow Delvers, which are 1500 attack, so I have to use Mirror Force pretty early on to deal with them, which then prompts him to play Messenger of Peace, so I can't attack with any monsters with 1500 attack or more. Then he plays Metal Reflect Slime, which has 3000 defense, so at this point I'm locked out of doing anything else. At this point I could have Miracle Fusion an Elemental Hero Mariner, which is a counterplay to this strategy, but luckily Kagemaru somehow summons a 3rd Shadow Delver, which means the following turn the AI will destroy the Messenger of Peace, and I'll finally be able to attack. It sucks that I have to wait a full turn for this to happen, since the AI doesn't destroy Messenger of Peace during its standby phase, even though it really wants to attack with the Shadow Delver as soon as possible, but it's trying its best. The following turn I use a Mirror Gate just to deal a little bit of damage back to the CPU, which also takes control of the opponent's monster for the rest of the turn. This usually doesn't matter, but in this case the AI is programmed to attack the strongest monster on my side of the field, which ended up being his own monster. And then of course the CPU plays another Messenger of Peace, which at this point doesn't matter because I can't get past the Metal Reflect Slime anyways, so my only real out in this situation is getting an Elemental Hero Stratos. And of course I luckily got it on the next top deck, took out the Metal Reflect Slime and the Messenger of Peace, and I avoided any other high defense trap cards like Quantum Cat, and somehow got out of that duel not too under my PB. But from here on out, the run starts getting pretty spicy. Okay, so Gear Golem.
I would honestly keep the Wyvern just in case this is a Nimble Momonga and then summon the Giggle MMA phase 2 potentially. Or...
Oh, I guess I should have set that then.
Because that doesn't activate now.
But now I have this easy tribute, so it works out. Which one should I attack with? Piercing?
Still the Wyvern.
Okay. I think I'm good here without summoning anything.
Yeah, because you disable back row, you have Piercing.
Yeah, I should have went for the other face down just for the...
Yeah, just in case it's a minimal Momonga or something. Oh, he actually had Sea Koala, okay. He searched the second one for Fab Land. That's why he had it.
Like, some reason I saw the menu for this pop up. I'm like, oh no, did I just use that for fusion material? But I'm like, wait, that just doesn't make any sense.
I used Flame Wing Mary to fuse into Flame Wing.
Dude, I don't know, man. I'm tripping. So this duel versus Aster is where I really take off ahead of the world record. I start off with basically the ideal hand. I have a fusion gate, Burstinatrix, and a reinforcement of the army to get an avian for elemental hero Phoenix Enforcer, and then I also have a terraforming to give myself a clock tower prison to replace the fusion gate so that Jaden can't use it himself, and allows me to set up for a backup strat with Destiny Hero Dreadmaster. This hand also has a Diamond Dude in it, which is a good base attack card to have with a good effect, and the Burning Land is also good, but I'm saving it just in case I need Dreadmaster out on a moment's notice, since I can destroy the field spell using it. I also end up milling a Magical Stone Excavation with Diamond Dude, which allows me to reuse Reinforcement of Army for another turn. I made the mistake of attacking the Winged Karibo with Diamond Dude instead of Phoenix Enforcer, and also activated the Magic Stone in main phase 2, so I missed out on some damage, but at this point I was still pretty new to the category, so mistakes were pretty much inevitable. Regardless, I ended up golding one of the most inconsistent duels, so we're off to a good start to say the least. So looking back at this duel, there's so much I could have done better, but that's the beauty of Yu-Gi-Oh! Speedruns, where sometimes you just luck out anyways. I started out the duel by creature swapping my Cyber Dragon Core for a Cyber Esper, which isn't even a bad move, but I really should have set Diffusion and used a Cyber Repair Plant once the core was in the graveyard. The AI gets 2 Graceful Charities and 1 Pot of Greed, which works out in my favor since they summon Cyberstein, and the only fusion they have is Cyber Ogre 2. But by using Cyberstein's effect, it costs 5,000 life points. Since I have limited removal in my hand and Cyberstein only has 700 attack, I end up winning really quickly despite my mistakes. In these Yu-Gi-Oh! Speedruns, if there had to be a duel that was my favorite, it would have to be the Pegasus duel in GX. His Toon deck is super overpowered, which is on full display in this duel versus Crowler. During Crowler's turn, he plays Gear Town and then MSTs it for a 3000 attack Ancient Gear Dragon. So not only do I not have to worry about Toon Kingdom getting MST'd, which would destroy my Toon monsters, but I can also steal his monster. I also have a Toon Cyber Dragon, which I can special summon right away. I attack directly both turns and win on only turn 4, which is absolutely nuts. Okay, now that we've gone over one of my favorite duels, here's one of my least favorites versus Alexis, which I end up losing a ton of time on. As I stated before, I am the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Speedrunner at drawing useless triples, so of course I get 3 Elemental Hero Neos in my hand. A really risky play I like to do is fill up my hand with cards, forcing me to discard something, which is what I do here since I don't have many moves. I discard Necroshade to use its graveyard effect to summon Neos. One of the most annoying cards Alexis has is this 1900 defense Snowman with the flip effect to destroy a monster. For some reason I chose to attack it and got Neos destroyed and had to oversoul it. She then uses Cold Enchanter's effect to basically discard an entire hand to power it up to beat Neos. I summon another Neos with the Heated Heart to overpower it, and of course, Doble passes on the field, and because I was so short stacked on life points, I lost the duel. The next duel I get Doble pass again with Neos, which allows her to protect her monsters, to get a White Knight Dragon out, and I lose again. Eventually I am able to win the duel, but at the cost of several minutes compared to my PB, which I'm pretty sure didn't have a very good split either, and I could have easily saved time instead of losing so much. Tuners didn't exist during the events of GX, including that level 2 Tuner Dragon. Yeah, they don't care about that kind of stuff. Come on. Yes, yes. Gimme. Oh man, I'm hogging out over here. Ooh. Oh
yeah,
wait. Would you do Grand Mole here?
I would have Grand Mole because you have a monster on the field.
And you just do that. That's fair.
Yeah, you just repeat it every turn.
But this is a speed run, and I'm speedrunner, man, and you know, I don't know if I want Neospace or not.
Neospace is Neospace, and that is why.
I understand why, but listen, now I got 2 jack-looking boys out, and the Grand Mole.
Yeah, let's just hope that other one isn't a Marshmallow or a second Fool.
Nah, dude, it's yeah, nah. You know.
Because he has 1 Marshmallow and 2 Fools.
Thank God. Yeah, it's just like, there's surely not. Elemental Hero Jack Boy. Oh no, it's Massager of Peace. Rock you like a hurricane.
You have no jam on the graveyard. No!
What? Oh, fuck, you're right.
You had an Ojama green in the graveyard. You could have discarded the black and resummon it and then Delta Hurricane on field.
I'm not so sure about that one, Chief. You know, I just, just doing funny stuff over here. Funny man. I'll do it next turn. Listen, my mistakes result in golds, so don't question my ethics. I'm nervous. Don't you dare. Okay. I wasn't even worried, to be honest. What did I say, dude? My mistakes, they just result in gold splits. You don't have to worry. Dude, I don't deserve half these runs I get on. It's so good. So good. Okay. We take those. Okay. Emergency call. What do we got? Oh, it's only Neos. I think a Dark Hole here.
Dark Hole and Grand Mole.
And Grand Mole, yep.
Tempo Grand Mole. You're one monster out on the board, which means it's guaranteed 900 damage every turn.
Yep.
Unless they set a monster.
This is how I like to win all my duels. Just Grand Mole go. It's gonna be a fun duel. Exciting times. But we take the consistency. I mean, on a run like this,
yeah, of course you take the consistency. Doesn't guarantee to win pretty much.
Yeah, I know.
Because I would just keep attacking into Grand Mole.
I mean, maybe I'll get something I can use. Maybe not.
If you get an Oversoul, then yeah, sure, that speeds us up a lot.
Alright, I'll put that in the graveyard then. Fuck this guy in particular. Oh yeah, we'll call the Haunted. Okay, guys, maybe it won't be as bad after all. If this doesn't work, maybe the Dolphin will be okay, but we should be okay.
He has nothing to hit attacks.
Should I pick a weak elemental hero for hero counterattack? I'm kind of feeling... See what happens.
I honestly would have done the same here. Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah, he can't attack when he plays Solo Fire.
Damn, dude, I love that top deck happen. Avion beatdown. Let's go, baby. But yeah, after this, it's just like, just kill it. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's twice as powerful as one Avion. Oh, I could fake Heroes Tribute Neo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Tribute on Neos and then Oversoul.
Yeah, I wish I would have thought of that a little bit sooner, but this is why I have you guys here to run the game for me. Isn't that like just a huge disadvantage to anyone? Oh, I guess I should have oversold as well. Fuck. Well, unpunished always, baby. Never punished. Next, we're going to be moving on to the last 3 duels in the run, which, unlike the Duel Monsters arc that has a gatekeeper in the middle of the run, which is Seeker, the real gatekeepers of GX are all 3 of the last duels versus Ubul, Night Shroud, and Yuugi, compounded with the nerves that come with making it this far into a run. At this point, I had maintained my 27-minute time save from Axel. This puts me just under a 2-hour and 10-minute time, which at the time would have been world record, and also my ultimate goal time, and I could have gotten it in only 3 duels. Going into this run, I had no idea to be on a pace like this with only 34 attempts, and most of those attempts being early resets. This was going to be insane. So in my first attempt against Ubul, I started my hand with a Super Poly, which is a good counterplay strategy to play around the actual card Ubul. This gave me a lot of confidence in this duel, but I was still playing it super slowly and basically confirming every move with Phoenix because I was so nervous. Like, I didn't even think at first to Super Poly the Dark Grepher over Ubul, but it ended up being a smarter play since Ubul had nothing to tribute at the end of the turn and it self-destructed anyways. Ubul ended up getting Call of the Haunted, but I just waited a turn for it to self-destruct again by drawing no playable monsters. But it turns out the CPU also had Limit Reverse face down to bring Ubul back again. But Limit Reverse also has the effect that when the target is switched to defense, it's destroyed, which triggers Ubul's effect to bring out an even more powerful Ubul card, which destroys all of my monsters automatically. This forced my first reset. The next duel I luckily was able to avoid the second form of Ubul, but the damage had already been done. But second place was still on the table, so hopefully I could just stay on pace for a little bit longer. I know. This one has Mirror Force, right? Or no?
One Mirror Force.
One Mirror Force, one Sakuratsu?
No, one Mirror Force, one Bottomless. That's it.
Wait, what was the second one?
Bottomless Trap Hole.
Ah, yeah, okay.
And then he has 3 Fiendish Chain, 3 Call of the Haunted, and 3 of those.
Right, this might be a pretty quick reset, but we'll see.
That's the 1 Mirror Force out. And oh, no. Do you have Mirror Force set?
Wait, what? I thought...
I have Mirror Force set. Oh, what is that? Oh, no, wait. Yeah, never mind.
What are you talking about?
You don't have Mirror Force in this. I'm dumb. Like, it's 4 AM.
Dude, no worries.
Wow, that's a lot of Prisma.
Hell yeah, brother. My side chick, mistress, and wife are all Prisma. She can be anything. Oh, great. Well, at least we got that out of the way. I'm gonna go pop that Mirror Force right now. Is there anything else I want to mill? I'm just gonna attack. Fiendish Chain. Okay, not bad. But it's gonna do some damage.
Attack twice and has piercing, but that's it.
Neos, please. Come on. Don't die. If not, I guess the ultimate backup Prisma. Wrath of Neos.
Okay, now you just Wrath of Neos.
Yep.
Must activate.
Bro, that like made my heart drop. I was like, wait, what would that even do? No, we're fine. Hey, it didn't Mirror Force. It would have activated with 1700. Come on.
Yeah, it would have.
Draw dead, baby. Draw dead.
Because the Mirror Force Darkman too. Yeah, he has the 4K in hand.
Fuck me, dude.
Oh, he doesn't. Wow. Okay, never mind.
Come on. Come on.
You win.
Get in. Go.
Oh, no, wait. No, wait. Right. He needs to...
Go.
Okay, I have no idea why he plays giant German attack position.
Speed. So my first hand going into the duel versus Yuugi ended up being a dud and I had to reset it, but my next hand was pretty good to work with. Unfortunately, if there was a duel I probably needed more practice with at this time, it was this one. There's so many new elemental hero cards introduced which I've never even heard of, including a bunch of fusions and masked heroes. The first big mistake I make is trying to play around Yuugi's back row by putting masked hero Acid in defense to attack with Neos. For some reason, I didn't summon hero Heat, and if I did, it would have been game right there. But it ended up not being Mirror Force, and instead Call of the Haunted, so I'd have to wait another turn. But if I could just avoid the ritual summon, that wouldn't be a big deal. But of course, Yuugi top decks it, and I now need a monster with over 3000 attack. The next big mistake I make is using Miracle Fusion to make Elemental Hero Shining, and I think I was just so confused as to what I was even doing. Since I was being carried so hard by Phoenix, I ended up using my monsters in the field as material, and once again avoided winning that turn, just shy by 100 points. Then he summons another Blackluster Soldier, and I still have to wait another turn. Then of course he uses magical hats, which luckily I guessed correctly, but that could have been really annoying if I didn't. And then I get Dark Hold. But after a long course of taking several additional turns, to the point of losing out on second place, I finally finished the run. I was actually pretty happy with the outcome, because I didn't really feel like I deserved first or second place with my limited knowledge of the category, and these splits would serve as good placeholders to work up to. Next week I'll be posting my last GX video, where I'll talk about some of the duels I didn't cover in this video, but until then, I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you next time. And of course, as always, I hope you all have a beautiful life.